Hey everybody, how's it going? The deck that I am using is called the Fountain Tarot. The first card that we have out is Knight of Swords. I feel like somebody's in a little bit of a rush here. Knight of Swords can be like doing something quickly. It can be about information that you're going to be receiving as well. This actually looks like somebody that's going to be coming through to talk to you. Keep in mind that if the energy that I'm describing sounds like you, this can be your energy. I'm seeing Knight of Swords and I'm seeing Five of Cups. This can be somebody coming through. Ace of Swords. This can be somebody coming through that is kind of in a rush to talk to you. Having that Five of Cups, they can be in a place where they're feeling sad about something. This can be somebody that this is very much connected with the Knight of Swords, whoever this is, whether this is your energy, whether this is somebody that's coming through and wanting to connect with you. But I'm actually feeling like your energy is the Knight of Wands here. So that's how we're going to assign things, okay? Having this Knight of Swords, this is somebody that's like quickly, I need to say something. Knight of Swords can also be a time-sensitive energy where like maybe something happened and now it's just the time for this to be going on. And having Five of Cups, this Knight of Swords can maybe have just gone through something where they're feeling sad, where they can be feeling regret or remorse. This can also be somebody wanting to talk about their feelings, maybe wanting to make sense of something that's going on that they feel. Five of Cups can also be when we are grieving something as well. I feel strongly like this is somebody that wants to talk to you about this thing that they're going through. See how they're carrying this with them? This can be somebody that likes to chat when they want to chat, but it definitely feels like they're kind of like carrying this behind them. Like there's something going on with them that they may like specifically, I don't know if you're just going to feel this in their energy immediately or if they're going to like bring it up specifically, but I feel almost like something happens and they want to come tell you. It feels kind of like something happened over here, and this can be something that feels kind of like an unfortunate situation, and then see how that speed is? It just feels like this happens and like immediately they want to come tell you. Looking at the Knight of Wands, I feel like you're kind of just like doing your thing over here. I feel almost like you and this person are kind of like, I don't know if you're on two different frequencies or something's going on where I feel like you're not in the same place with one another, because this person's energy is sort of going back a little bit, but this Knight of Wands is going forward, and I feel like this Knight of Wands is your energy. Knight of Wands can be more playful, it can be more passionate, it's kind of more like ambitious and sort of going after what it wants. So maybe you're just like in a little bit of a different place, but both of you guys are coming out as knights right now, so that's also something as well. But one is going in one direction and it looks like you are going in a different direction, so I don't know what exactly is going to happen with this. You are starting something new. You as the Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands is when we connect with our fire energy. Fire is connected with action, it is connected with passion, it's connected with magnetism, it is connected with getting up and going after what we want and being brave and being adventurous and like wanting excitement and wanting to have fun and wanting to feel a sense of connection and spark for what it is that we're connecting with. And seeing the Fool there, I feel like you're kind of in an experimental phase right now. This is you going in the direction of the Fool. And so this feels like you breaking into an energy where I feel like you don't really have any constraints. I feel like you don't really have any obligations either, because these energies are not really obligated. The Fool is about going on some type of adventure, going, exploring, like there can be something new that you're trying, because Knight of Wands can be like that. It's like, I want a little bit of excitement, I want a little bit of mystery, I want something to feel interesting, I want to feel fully engaged in something. And having the Fool can be like something that you haven't really done before that you're deciding to do. So I feel you more in that vibe of like living your life and kind of like having fun or having a good time. This person's energy may be kind of different than that. You can be like in a bit of a different place. Again, that's kind of what this is feeling like to me. It's like you're jumping on the trampoline and having fun, and somebody's telling you a sad story, and it's like, it just feels kind of like a funny composition to be happening, because when you think about like trampolines and jumping up and down, you see it more as being like a bubbly kind of energy. But I'm seeing this other person's energy be in a different space. Like they're coming out, this is your energy, this is where you're going. So it's like fun, and this is freedom, and this is also authentic self-expression. When we have Five of Cups, this is like somebody that's going through something kind of heavier on the emotional front. So they can be kind of like, I even feel like a sense of them being kind of tethered to this a little bit here. Like, again, just like something that they're dragging behind them a little bit. But I'm seeing you be like kind of on a different wave. Maybe something happened between the two of you. Yeah, I'm seeing recently, it's funny, I feel like the energy keeps coming out in pairs of twos. So we have that Knight of Swords with the Five of Cups, which feels like something happened and immediately I want to like talk about it, I want to have a conversation about it, I want to let you know what's going on. Then having that Knight of Wands and the Fool feels like this breakout energy, and it feels very fun, and it feels very light, and it feels like just this freedom and this sense of exploration. Now we also have Ten of Swords and we have Page of Wands, which again is this like kind of strange composition. When we have Ten of Swords, this is about something that had been like kind of soul crushing, or just like something that had come to an end that now it's like, okay, well, I can get that off my mind now. I don't need to be thinking about that. And then Page of Wands is about picking up and going and having fun. Like maybe you just got out of something that felt kind of dreary or like difficult to be moving through, and now you just want something that's going to feel like... When we have Page of Wands, this is about engaging, similarly to the Knight of Wands. Page of Wands is about doing something that you like, that you find interesting and fun, that feels good. Ten of Swords does not feel good. You see this person crushed by the weight of their own mind and everything that they're going through. But then, and that's focused towards the past. The head is faced towards the past. This is about the future. So it feels like there's like kind of a split here. Maybe like a little bit of a split in the timeline even, where this one is very focused on the past and this one feels focused on like, what's next? What are we doing? Like, where am I going? Maybe also this is about an energy that you're containing within you. Maybe there's a part of you that you're thinking about something that's related to the past. Because it's a Ten of Swords, like technically that situation would be like something that had already happened. Having Page of Wands can be beginning like kind of a different sort of venture here, and it's one that we feel called to explore. It's like that energy of running around outside in the summer. That's what this Page of Wands is reminding me of. Just like out having fun. Seeing where the wind takes you. And I'm seeing an Ace of Cups be there too. This can be newly exploring a connection as well. Maybe that's something that you want to do. Maybe that's something that you're interested in now. Yes. Seeing Knight of Wands be connected with this. I feel kind of like not wanting to allow something to get you down here, so you can be like, I gotta break into a new energy. And this can be something that's like making you maybe a bit more adventurous because you don't want to be dwelling on anything here. Maybe this is also a feeling like there will be more Ace of Cups, so that can be something that's being explored. And the High Priestess. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a split within the energy where I feel like there's one energy that's kind of like more moody and also intellectual. We have that energy. And then we have another energy that looks more like passionate, adventurous, and more open. So we have these two different energies going on here. Ten of Swords feels like something that can still be being dealt with, but is technically the cycle has closed out, and having the Fool be adjacent to it feels like there is something new and there is something very big and different that's going to be going on, where it feels like that was then, this is now, something very different is going to be happening. The Fool card is connected with Uranus, and Uranus is connected with divine inspiration that comes from a place of true knowledge, love, and self-acceptance. Because Uranus is ultimately about us honoring our ultimate authenticity. Which I feel like the word authenticity gets thrown around a lot. This is like you being like brave and really being yourself here. Like your most you. And having the moon there, like maybe there's something going on here where there's been like some type of revelation. Maybe you're coming back into a place where you feel connected with your energy once again. Maybe you feel like you can really feel that now in some way. Maybe there's even going to be something where, you know, Uranus is connected with spontaneity, and having moon be connected to it, like maybe you're going to be meeting new people. Maybe there are going to be new connections. I mean, we have an Ace of Cups here. Maybe this is something that you're on the lookout for. Maybe you're saying like, I want to go over there and see if they have any of what I'm looking for. So that can be something that you're doing too. And there can also be a part of you that's still kind of letting go of maybe something else over here. Maybe you're letting go of something that you can be coming into a place of acceptance about something, and there can be one part of you where it's like that's kind of on your mind, it's kind of been on your mind, but then there's this other part of you that's like, come on, let's go this way. It feels like this other part of you that's kind of like grabbing your hand and saying like, we're gonna find what we want over there, like let's go looking for it. And it just feels kind of adventurous. I feel kind of like there's not a set plan of what's gonna happen with the Fool. It's kind of just like, this is for fun. And there's not this like rigid plan. There's not this rigid exercise of things. There's not this like, we need to look under that rock specifically. This is more so an expansive thing that you are moving into. And I feel like this is going to help you process as well, so you can find like a new sense of connection and open this new chapter that you want. But yeah, maybe there's this part of you that feels tempted to go back a little bit, but I see pretty much all of your energy moving a different way. So maybe there's a part of you that feels like it's not totally integrated with the part of you that's moving forward. That can be something here. I feel in general like this is your way of moving through a difficult situation and moving on with your life, moving forward with your life. And knowing that as we are multifaceted beings, there will be many different Page of Wands that you can connect with. And what that means is that there are so many different paths to choose from, And you may be looking at one and saying, like, I don't really want to be walking down it if that's what's going to be happening, or that happened over there and now I don't want to be on this path anymore, or I'm going to be switching lanes over here. So with that Page of Wands, it's like there are so many different avenues that you could be exploring, and Knight of Wands is that part of you that's like, yeah, let's go exploring. Let's not just get like hung up on this thing over here. Let's keep moving with the storyline. I don't want to stop here. So it's going to go into the next cycle of things. So I'm seeing actually a new chapter that you're starting with this Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups can be a new connection of some sort. Having the Fool there, this will be something different. This will also be something that you feel like is a match for where you are now, like a compatible match for where you are now and what you understand your energy to be. And this can also be something that feels kind of experimental to you as well when we have the Fool there, because the Fool isn't worried about like who you were yesterday or who this person expects you to be. The Fool is just like, I'm me. That's that. And so this is that really true honoring of yourself. So to have this Ace of Cups here, there can be a sense of connection that you are exploring both with yourself, possibly with another person. Having the Fool there would be like there's not really an agenda except to like vibe with it and see what happens. And having Knight of Wands be connected with the High Priestess, this can be a time where you feel really in touch with what you want and you are willing to take a chance on it. Because Knight of Wands is that part of us that it's very brave and it's very hopeful and it's not going to back down if there's something that our soul is calling us to. And the Moon is like your most true sense of self within your core. And the Knight of Wands is that part of you that's going to answer that call and not back down. The Knight of Wands is like the bravest part of you, that it doesn't matter what you put in front of it. If it needs to get through that block, it will find a way to do it or die trying, essentially. Like that is that part of you. And so it's just like very forward facing. And it feels like the High Priestess is calling you in this direction to go and to try something new, to be exploring, to see kind of what's out there. So maybe this is a path that you haven't gone down before that you're going to be exploring. And you may not be in the most upbeat mood you've ever been in your entire life. I feel like there's a part of you that is, but I feel like there's another part of you that's still integrating, that's still processing something that had taken place. So that's also going on too. But I definitely see this like, I'm open to kind of like what the universe is presenting me with and the possibilities of expansion and what can unfold in front of me. So I'm not seeing you closed off to opportunity. I'm actually seeing you like pretty open. So you can feel more open to exploring right now, even though you know that you're still kind of dealing with something. And you can feel motivated because you can feel like there's something that you're looking for, that if you're open to the possibilities, you can find what you're looking for. So that can really motivate you to be open to this. You know, like if something is coming through and saying, hey, you could like maybe find what you're looking for if you would just like open your heart and your mind to this, wouldn't we go in that direction? So that's kind of what this feels like to me. And I feel as well like you're not going to be letting this hold you down. Whatever this was with the Ten of Swords that happened, I feel your energy, like Knight of Wands is your response. And Knight of Wands is that part of you that's really going to... Knight of Wands is that part of you that is not going to be moping around after something happened. Knight of Wands is that part of you that's like, like better luck next time, didn't find it there, like gonna do it over there. Like that's just that part of you. It's not going to be getting all emo about whatever this is, even though there can be this little part of you that's still feeling like that Five of Cups is there. So there can be a part of you that's still kind of like looking back over your shoulder. It's like you're marching forward with things. Like even for some of you running forward, you can be leaping forward. And maybe this is putting you in a vibe that's like maybe a little bit more risky or like out of the norm for you. I don't see it being risky in like a bad way. I see this more so as being like you can just be more explorative than you had been before. So maybe you're kind of like bouncing in a little bit of the opposite direction from where you were before. Again, I'm seeing it kind of be like, I don't have a plan. I'm just going to see what happens. It's like this type of thing. And I think that you could use a little bit of that spontaneity after going through whatever this is. And it can be just something that's helping you, like, just get out of your head. So that it's not just the only thing that's going on and the only thing that's circulating in your energy. This can just be opening you up. And it doesn't have to be like a one track mind with the Fool. This can be like, maybe I'm gonna take a new way home. Like maybe I'm gonna go explore that cafe. Maybe I'm gonna hang out with somebody I don't normally hang out with. It just feels like new spontaneous stuff that you're gonna be doing, that you want to be doing. Always want to with Page of Wands and Knight of Wands. This isn't just like, I'm putting myself out there, but I'm not really having a good time. This is more so like, you would feel attracted to the things that you're trying out and the things that you're connecting with, but you're not held back by any, well, I've never done this before. This is more so like, if it's something that is appealing to you now, you're going to open yourself up to it and kind of see. So I'm seeing you be more open in that sense. And you know, sometimes when we go through something where we feel really sad or we're in mourning, sometimes it does have that effect on us where we can be more open to things that like usually we wouldn't be open to. But that's also the beauty of Uranus. And you can be feeling this really at your core, like you don't want to be defined, you don't want to be held back, you don't want to be stifled. So this can be like a sort of a new energy that is emerging from you now, that wants to explore life, and you want to have a good time while you're here and have fun and experience things that you want to experience. And having that Ace of Cups, I do think that you can have connection on your mind. That can be something that you're thinking about, that you feel motivated to be exploring here. It can be something that you want, and maybe it's something that's going to help you sort of, I don't know, it can be, it feels like it's gonna help you get your next like energetic engagement. That's kind of the way that this is coming through. Like if something isn't happening over here, you're going over here to see this. Because this is going to be an ending and an ace is going to be the beginning. So yeah, maybe you just feel like motivated now. Some of you could like randomly travel as well. I'm thinking about the major arcanas that we have here are Fool and High Priestess. So this would be Uranus and the Moon. So when we have this, it can be like you're going to be disrupting your routine. You can be deciding to travel. You can be spontaneously meeting new people, going new places, doing new things. It's like this type of thing where, again, you can be more open to things that you wouldn't have been before, or you don't have any obligation now that maybe you had before. So this can be a time as well where you're like, I want to see what life has to offer. And you're not tied down to whatever was going on in that cycle before, so you have the freedom to do this now. And I am seeing the world, so yeah, this just feels like the beginning of something new for you. This can be something new on the emotional front as well that you're doing too. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.